So hello and welcome to this week's News at Kate. As you can see, I'm still on the road, so 10 points to Gryffindor. If you can figure out where I am, there's a quick little bit of scenery to operate as a clue. Some of you know, I think, anyway. But what I wanted to talk about this week is the way that the government is playing Choose-Your-Own-Dictator. So, of course, we're super angry with Putin for invading Ukraine and the atrocities that he is committing there. Although, you know, we didn't get that angry when he annexed Crimea or when he invaded Chechen or Georgia. You know, there seems to be some sort of value scale thing going on. But great that we're finally on it and we're like, this is unacceptable and we won't stand for this. That, of course, is why we've stopped importing oil, petrol, diesel from Russia. You know, we haven't. You know, we haven't stopped importing oil, petrol, diesel from Russia, right? In February, before Putin invaded Ukraine, we imported about £410 million worth of petrol, diesel, heating oil from Russia. And then in April, 2 months after he'd invaded, we still imported about 140 million worth of those same products. You know, that's how we deal with evil dictators, isn't it? We reduce their income to a third of what it was previously, right? And what we've done to sort of redress the balance is we've started importing more oil and petrol and diesel from Saudi Arabia, which, of course, is the regime which is currently committing horrendous atrocities in Yemen and has been doing so for years and years and years, largely using weapons and military equipment that we send them with personnel that we send over and that we train. And lots of countries around the world have got arms embargoes up against Saudi Arabia because of what they're doing in Yemen. And when that happens, what we've done is we've capitalised on that and increased the amount of weapons that we've sold them. Yeah. The other thing we're doing, as Putin continues to his very aggressive campaign, and we're worried about what's going to happen next, is that we're allowing Sweden and Finland to join NATO. And in order to do that, they will be dropping their arms embargo against Turkey, which is currently in place because of the way that Turkey treats Kurdish people. And they're also extraditing some Turkish prisoners who are currently in Sweden and Finland and who will then be at grave risk when they arrive back in Turkey. So it's like we're kind of picking which dictators we want to be friends with in order to bolster our resistance to other dictators. And it's absolutely ridiculous for two reasons. Firstly, if we want to stand up to people, we should stop importing products from them and we should stop exporting arms to them. And we should be clearer about where our boundaries are, and we should make clear, solid boundaries and stick to them so that Putin understands that, you know, we're not going to buy any oil from him and we're not going to buy any from Saudi Arabia until they stop committing atrocities. Not, we'll just buy a little bit and more from you because no one's really focused on what you're doing. It's ridiculous. And secondly, we should be looking at how we can make ourselves independent in terms of energy, because that's the right thing to do from a climate perspective as well, increasing our reliance on renewables, setting up. We've got so much natural resources in the UK in terms of wind, in terms of sun, in terms of wave power, hydropower, loads and loads of places that we could be generating lots more energy from, and we're doing none of it. We should be stepping up to the plate and doing all of that stuff, and it would then give us the freedom to have a consistent moral position globally and actually stand up not just to Putin, but also to the other people around the world who are committing atrocities, often using weapons with our names on. See you next week.